I built two new AI trading agents. Well, yesterday I built the copy agent, the copy bot agent, and essentially what this agent does is it goes and looks at my copy bot here and it decides if it should add to a position or not. So you can see we're going to send it all the information and then we're going to say, hey, your MoonDev's copy bot agent, your task is to analyze the current copy bot portfolio and market data to identify if we should roll more or not. Let's go deeper or not. So you simply just go here to the copy bot and it's set as true here. I'm going to set the other bots, the other AIs as false here, and then we're going to hit run. And when I run it, it's going to go ahead and get that prompt. It's going to give the prompt and then it's going to get a response. And you can see the full analysis. It says do nothing. Okay, so the AI is making the decisions here. That's pretty sick. So we built that copy bot and it's all available on GitHub. So let me just walk you through the GitHub real quick because, it is, I know it's new for some people, but this is the overview of the GitHub, which you can get access to by just going to moondev.com, clicking this button, get the roadmap, Discord, and GitHub. And you go here, just hit star and fork. Star saves it to your bookmarks, and then fork allows you to copy the code. And anytime I make an update, like I just did, then you'll have access to it. But I just want to make sure you have all the code because I truly believe that code is a great equalizer. And inside of the agents folder, so we go, all the code is in the source folder here, main source. You could read about the project here below and just read everything you need to know in order to get caught up with me. But essentially I'm building AI agents for trading, specified for trading, nothing else. I've spent the last 4 years algo trading and also teaching people how to automate their trading. So I really want to take those learnings and teachings and have AIs handle that from here on out for 2025. And then in 2026, I'll be able to write a research paper on who did better, me or the agents. So you can get all this code. Again, all you have to do is hit star and then copy it in by clicking fork. It's pretty cool. You hit source here, and under the agent section is that first agent I was showing you, the copybot agent. So you could go ahead and see all the code here, but this is what I was reading to you, the prompt. And what I like about these prompts is that everybody's agent will have to be different inherently, unless you run this, but you're kind of an idiot if you just run this because this is just a template prompt here. But essentially the copybot looks at your copybot. So if you have a copybot that you're running, it can look at it and use it as a scanner to go ahead and run it up. But I already told you a lot about that in the last video. Today, we went ahead and made another bot. So I finished up the copybot. So it actually buys and sells now because I left that out yesterday. I was just getting the initial functionality in there. So you could see how it buys and sells. It all connects to the nice funcs file that does the buying and selling, and the nice funcs file is in the source. Everything is run from the main.py here. This is where I was just showing you how you toggle on and off these things, these different bots. And you can see it also has a whale bot that is not going to be there anymore because that's what else we built today. And you can see this bot running here. So if I run it, it's actually not going to say anything to us, but it speaks to us. It's pretty cool. So it tells us like, oh, a whale entered at this time, or in the last 5 minutes, a whale entered. And it just runs all day. And it's really cool because it's tracking the open interest, and open interest in trading is essentially how many leverage, how much money is staked in leveraged positions, meaning how much money is borrowed. Open interest, it's the interest. So how do you track whales? How does our whale tracker here in the agents, how does it track whales? Well, it's simply looking at the changes in open interest. Now, of course, I launched this 2 hours ago and I'm about to push a new version here so you have access to the newest code. But this is step one, and you can see through all the code right now. I'm going to go through all the code and show you everything because I want to make sure this is short and concise. I know you are a great dev and you could ask questions to AI. You don't need me to be so long-winded. So you can see I'm using a voice model here because whenever I am coding here now, I have this agent, this open interest whale agent sitting here and letting me know when there's a big jump in open interest. That's identifying a whale. Now, of course, from here, I could go ahead and actually have it trade autonomously, but I wanted to get the whale agent up because this is a great thing to be able to hear during the day. And I'm really interested in this whole audio audio type of trading. That's why I have these sounds on my stream every day. I think it's very, very interesting concept that not everybody has attacked. And you can see I'm scrolling through the code so you can see all the code, but you can also just get it on GitHub. Just go to moondev.com. And not only do you get all the code, but you also get this roadmap, dude. Right below this here, you can see this roadmap.
If you want a pair of shoes and they're at the store, they're really at the store. You just don't have it yet. It ain't like that shit don't exist. It's just really at the store. That's how I looked at my whole life. If I want it, if I believe I can have it, then that's my reality.
You can see this is the monitoring cycle. I'm just going through all of the code here so you can see what we created today, and then you can go play with it and build your own ideas. Of course, this all comes down to your own ideas, dude. These are just my ideas, and hopefully they will help you out, help you get further along in this race, because at the end of the day, O3 is almost here, and that is AGI pretty much. So we're just building the agentic frameworks here, and I'm making sure that everybody has access to it, because it's us versus Wall Street, and we need to make sure that Wall Street isn't the only one with access to these agents. So what I'm going to do right now, again, you could go grab this code. It's the last version of code that I've built, but I'm going to go ahead and update this newest version here and say git add dot. So this is good to know, git commit dash m, and then you have to write your message. So it's git commit dash m in order to use GitHub. Git commit dash m and whale watching agent, and then we're gonna say git push origin main. Okay, sick. Now the newest code that I just created is up there, and I think this is going to be a really cool way. I'm going to try to make these short, concise videos just to keep you updated on how this all works. But here is the whole package, dude. Like, let's just zoom in so you understand how this all works together. So you just go to moondev.com and you get the roadmap, the resources, and the GitHub, and then you come here and you click star and then copy the code by clicking fork. Now you can read this whole the vision. The hypothesis is simple. I think AI agents will build a better quant portfolio than any human, because they're working 24/7, and quant is really just like work harder and you find more. Spend more time and you search more and you'll find more. So it's a time-based game. Unlike trading is not a time-based game. If you stare at the screen more, you're not going to have better results. That's why it's tough for ambitious people like you, because you think that, hey, I could stare at these charts and it's going to go my way, or I could work harder. No, you can't. You can't outwork the markets, and the markets actually take the exact opposite, which is patience. So these are some of the reasons I think that AI agents, this test I'm doing this year, this one full year of AI agent tests, I think it's very interesting, because, we all know that we fall to the practice of fatigue, impatience, fear, and greed, emotional reactions, and AI doesn't. So I just want to test this out. Nobody else has this study out there, so I want to do this study publicly, and you could see every single step of the way if you lock in every single day on the streams, or you could just come look at the GitHub. I just don't know your level of whatever interests and whatnot. Live agents, we have the risk agent now, and we also have the we made the copy agent and the whale agent. So I should actually add that right now. Let's go to cursor here, and inside of cursor, I just want to make sure that you're always up to date of exactly where we're at. So let's go to live agents, okay, and then let's say copy agent, and this would be a backtake. Copy agent .py, and this will be monitors copy bot for potential trades. And then we're going to say this one as well. These are the two that we finished today. This is the whale agent. And I feel like yesterday I got to the point where I got to today with the whale agent. So yesterday I launched the first version of the copy agent, and I still had some things to do, but I launched it just so you could have everything you're watching. You know, I don't want you to be watching something that you don't have access to. This monitors whale activity and announces when a whale enters the market. Okay, so that's what it does for now. And you can see the whole roadmap, everything, the GitHub README here. I'll just go ahead and update it. Git add dot. And then it's good to see this because eventually you're going to be using GitHub like this if you're not already. This is where you get started. Okay, and then let's say git push origin main. 4 words that are very weird, but at the end of the day, GitHub, all you got to do on GitHub is just read the readmes. The readmes are everything, and the readmes get set up here. So here's a quick start guide at the bottom. Just click the star button to save it to your favorites, and then fork the repo. It's a weird word, but it essentially means get your own copy. And then you're able to make changes and track changes and pull in my changes if you want them. If you don't, then you don't have to have them. I think it's the best way to get a repo. But yeah, dude, these are some agents that we've built today. Again, I finished the copybot agent. In my opinion, I'm obviously going to keep adding to it. My plan here is to just launch an agent a day or work on an agent. Just, I spend about 4 to 6 hours every single day coding, and I'm just trying to step on the gas. I use this as a way to measure my productivity. So I had started with 40 usages today, and I'm at 183. So my goal is 200. I haven't hit that yet, but I will be celebrating what I do. I like to set big goals. 200 AI uses per day means I'm really working on something. I'm asking a lot of good questions. But again, today we just finished the copy bot agent, implemented the buys and sells. You can look through that yourself, and the whale agent is absolutely sick. So make sure, if you are interested in this, to join the Discord. Make sure to grab by starring this and copy it over, and you have everything that I have. I believe code's a great equalizer, and I spent so long being scared to learn how to code, dude. Learn to code right now if you don't know how to code. If you do know how to code, go get the GitHub and let's start building these agents because we don't have much time left.